Okay, parabola IP first exercise you have to complete. Mains also I want you to complete, but anyway, mains odd numbers I'll do in the class. Okay, you can do even numbers as homework. But parabola IP first exercise, whatever is required, all the series covered. You can try to do. Actually, I wanted to do long answer questions first, okay, and then do rest of the exercise, because the long answer question is they'll give parabola equations, and you have to know the what the focus and directrix and all the details. So that's the beginning thing that will learn. Then you can do rest of the question. But you want to do in the as it is in the textbook order, it's fine, not a problem. Okay, don't delay it. And next Sunday you have advanced exam, right? Coming Sunday. Okay. So I'm sure Chennai sir will give indefinite integration. I don't know about partial fraction, but you can ask Chennai sir. Indefinite integration to whatever is taught may be there, and partial fraction may be there. Get to ask Chennai sir. And in my side, definitely circles is there, because till now we have not kept any advanced exam on circles. Parabola will be there, may not be to the full extent, because I may not be able to complete everything by this weekend. Okay. So this is one thing. If somebody is interested in, you want to get good ranks, okay, not just that you joined ASB or you think you are good, is all not the main thing. This is all your hard work. Okay. So I want everybody to, if those are serious, okay, I cannot force the entire 100 students or 90 students about this, because different people have different capacity, different time, different speed. But if you are serious, you have to do two things in this week. Circles, advanced material, all even numbers will be completed. Any doubts, I'm ready to clarify. Second thing is past year main circles. With enough gaps also I sent PDFs, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, even that you try to complete. I think Sriyas completed quite a bit in past year mains, right?
Yes, sir. Completed.
Yeah. Okay. So like that, try to complete by this weekend if anybody has any backlogs in these advanced material even numbers and past year mains question. Again, we may not get a chance to touch the circles for at least for some months. Okay. So please remember that. Thank you. We continue the parabola further. Today is, I think, 7/6/2021. Parabola just continuation. I don't have to put a heading also. Okay. Now we are going to discuss some things about parabola, which actually is a little different from circles, and we may not use extensively in ellipse and hyperbola this concept. What is that? There is something called a parametric form. Okay. Parametric form of a parabola. It is different from circle. For example, circle general point is r cos theta comma r sin theta, or minus g plus r cos theta comma minus f plus r sin theta. In ellipse also we have something like a cos theta b sin theta. But this is something different where we use extensively. There are questions later on in parabola which are very lengthy. If you do by parametric form, they will come just like that in 2-3 steps. If you don't know that, it will be unnecessarily lengthy. Okay. So this parametric form in parabola plays very, very important. Okay. So very first point regarding this. Okay. General point on y square equal to 4x is at square comma 2at. T is a real number. Okay. Now you can substitute this point here, it's satisfying, because you can put x as at square, you become 4a square t square, y as tat here, you become 4a square t square, and both are equal. That is one thing, just to know that it always satisfies. If you take t equal to 0, where you will be, let us see that. If you take t equal to 0, you will be here, 0 comma 0. If you take t equal to 1, you are here, end of lattice rectum, a comma 2a, right? If you take t equal to 1, t equal to 2 will get 4a comma 4a, t equal to 3 you will get 9a comma 6a, t equal to 4 from 16a comma 30 to 8a something. So as you increase t, your point is going here like this, and it is positive. When it is negative, when you put minus 1, you will come a comma minus 2a. When you put minus 2, you will get 4a comma minus 4a, so on like this. So we have t equal to 0 covers all the first quadrant points, and t equal to negative covers all the fourth quadrant points on this parabola. That is when a is positive. Of course, when a is negative, when t is negative, you will be here, and t is positive, you will be here. But doesn't matter. 8 square comma 280 is a point, whatever t you take. Okay. We may not use that extensively, but general point on x square equal to 4by is, because we interchange x and y here also, it will be 2bt comma bt square, where t is a real number. And the general point, the translated version, y minus k whole square equal to 4a into x minus h is h plus at square comma k plus 2at. And here general point on x minus h whole square equal to 4a into y minus k is h plus 2bt comma k plus bt square. Okay, just for mentioning, I'm mentioning all these things, but only the first point we use very frequently, not the other. Okay. Next, slope of chord joining T1 and T2. Slope of chord joining T1 and T2 on parabola y square equal to 4x is. What do you mean by T1? T1 means AT1 square comma 2AT1. T2 means AT2 square comma 2AT2. So if I take a parabola y equal to 4x, take one point as AT1 square comma 2AT1. Another point is AT2 square comma 2AT2. Just for normally find slope y2 minus y1 by x minus x1 will come 2 by t1 plus t2. Simply y2, if you want an explanation, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, 2a t2 minus 2a t1 by at2 square minus at1 square, which is 2a into t1 minus t2. A into T2 minus T1 into T2 plus T1 minus T2. T2 minus T1 will cancel, A will cancel, we will get this 2 by T1 plus T2. Okay, even the slope is very important. Sometimes we'll be doing some questions just based on the slope. That's what I'm writing. Equation of chord joining T1 and T2. You know slope and you know point, you can simplify. I'll directly write 2x minus T1 plus T2 into y because I know slope. If I put 81 square comma 281 here, 281 square minus 20 square cancel, I'll get plus 2a t1 t2 equal to 0. This is a formula for chord joining. Because we know slope, you can use any one of the points, write y minus y1 equal to n into x minus 2x minus t1 plus t2y plus 2a t1 t2 equal to 0. All right. Okay, now we want to write any formula both in parametric form and even without parametric form. Some formulas I don't have to write it or remind you. What is that? If a parabola, one point is x1 comma y1 and another point is x2 y2, and you want to know the chord equation joining them, you can use s1 plus s2 equal to s12, right? You studied this formula in circle and we said it is applicable for all the chapters. Similarly, if I take a parabola, if you want to know tangent at any point, simply we can use s1 equal to 0. Okay, so these kind of things I'm not going to mention, because while teaching circles chapter only, I clearly mentioned they're applicable for all the four conic sections like circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. So we're not going to write them. Okay. We'll write in a simple way maybe. Equation of tangent at x1 comma y1 to parabola y square equal to 4ax is, you can write x1 equal to 0, which if you actually simplify, y1 equal to 2ax plus 2ax1, because y square will become y into y1, 4ax will become this, which you can write if you want 2ax minus y1y plus 2ax1 equal to 0. And slope of tangent if you actually use calculus, you don't need any formula for this. If you want the equation of tangent, I can find dy by dx, that will give me slope of tangent. So when I do that, I'll get 2y means 2a by y will come. 2a by y1 at any point slope. Equation is sufficient, s1 equal to 0, but you want to write, you can also write slope like this. The equation of tangent at t. Equation of tangent at t. T means 80 square comma 280. Okay, at point k is tx minus y plus 80 square equal to 0. So x minus ty plus 80 square. X minus ty plus 80 square equal to 0. And slope of tangent is 1 by t. Okay. So how did I get this? I can do in many ways. I know if I can use calculus, even I know x equal to 80 square, y equal to 280, dy by dx is dy by dt by dx by dt. From that I can find. Or I can use 2a by y1 substitute 280, yes, slope of the tangent is 1 by t and I know point. Or I can do s1 equal to 0 also. In the place of y1 write 280, in the place of x1 you write 80 square, cancel whatever it is, you will get this. I don't think I need to give explanation for how to get this equation of tangent. Am I correct?
No, sir, not.
Not. Yes. But slope of tangent is 1 by 2. That is also important to know. Okay. Okay. Next. Condition for y equal to mx plus c to be tangent to parabola y square equal to 4x is c is equal to a by n. Okay. C should be equal to a by n. And corresponding point of contact is equal to c by m comma 2a by m, which is a by m square comma 2a by m. Yes, please.
7th point, what did you write after S1 is equal to 0, sir?
y1, y and y1, because this y square, you can write y into y, 1y you substitute. Yes. Okay. Anybody want to give an idea how I derived this c equal to a by m condition for the line to be tangent? Yes, please.
Sir, we know the common tangent, no, sir. We'll compare the powers.
Yes. we have a general tangent x minus ty plus at square equal to 0 that you compare with y equal to mx plus c and then eliminate t. You will get the condition, you will get the point. Once you get t, you can get the point. Instead of comparing with this, if somebody wants, you can compare with this also. This is also one general tangent. This is also one general tangent. Simply compare y equal to mx plus c with any one of them. Apart from these two, any other method? Anybody want to tell?
Slope should be equal.
Okay. Anything else?
Sir,
Yes.
if you take a parabola, then length of length of the perpendicular from focus to the tangent is half of the lattice rectum length of the
No,
lattice.
that is only for tangent at vertex, not for other tangents. Okay. That is only for this tangent. We are talking about all the tangents.
Yes.
Yeah. One general thing for circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola is that simply try to solve the parabola and the line or ellipse and the line. Okay, when you solve, they can intersect at 2 points. You'll get a quadratic equation in terms of x or quadratic equation in terms of y. If roots are equal at a tangent, if roots are distinct, it intersecting at 2 points. If roots are complex, the line is completely outside the curve, right? Maybe we'll write that. Okay, method 1 for solving this. Okay, solve line and parabola. So we'll get mx plus c whole square equal to 4ax, which means m square x square plus 2mcx plus c square equal to 4ax. When I bring one side, I'll get m square x square plus 2mc minus 4a into x plus c square equal to 0. This should be perfect square, roots should be equal. Okay, so roots equal implies b square equal to 4ac. Okay, that is 2mc minus 4a whole square equal to 4 into m square into c square. And expand this, I'll get 4m square c square minus 16 mca plus 16a square equal to 4m square c square. 4m square c square will cancel. You can even cancel 16a. You will get okay, c equal to a by m and u existed. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Method 2, I can just write in words that compare with the general tangent. That's what I can say. Compare with general tangent. Okay. So anytime when the parabola is changed equation or it's something else, don't worry. You can always try to solve these to eliminate x or eliminate y. Get a quadratic equation roots equal. You don't have to remember any formula. If you remember formula, it will save some time. But if you want to, by chance you don't remember, you can always do this. And then this is applicable for circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, all four. You don't have to remember any formulas. You want to do by this method of solving them, eliminating x or y, getting a quadratic equation and roots equal. Okay, everybody clear about this whole thing? Okay, I wanted to write this as 6 point. I forgot. You can write it anywhere you want. I'll call it as, let us say, 6b or something. Okay, part of sixth one only, or you can write after that. Before 7th point, I wanted this to be there. Okay. If T1 comma T2 are ends of, no, not ends, sorry, ends of a focal chord. T1, T2 equal to -1. That means you can even draw the figure. You can write after 9th point also, and if you don't have place, and just call it as 6b. That's all. Let us say we have a parabola. This point is 81 square comma 281, and this point is 82 square comma 282. The chord need not have to pass the focus, but if there is passing through focus is a focal chord, then the condition is product of this t value and this t value should be -1. How to prove that 3 points are collinear? So you can take area equal to 0, or you can find slope from here to here, slope from here to here, and equate it. Or you already had a formula for chord joining to T1 and T2. In that, substitute a comma 0. Either way, you can do it. So I would have told this you after you found the chord equation, but it's okay. What was the chord equation we got? 2x minus T1 plus T2y plus 2a T1 T2 equal to 0. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this should pass through a comma 0. Substitute it. We'll get 2a minus 0 plus 2a T1 T2 equal to 0. So that's it. You got T1 T2 equal to -1. Okay. Well, later on we have a lot of questions using this. Okay. Just this t value and this t value product is -1. So that is, we'll discuss questions later on. I even want to add one more point, 6c. So the previous 6 point you can call 6a. This, even if you write later on, call 6b and 6c. Okay, let us say focus is somewhere here, but T1 and T2 are such that they are like this. This angle is 90. Let's say this is a point P with T1, this is point Q with T2, and this is vertex origin. If they have to subtend 90 degrees, the condition is T1, T2 equal to -4. Okay. So if chord joining T1 comma T2 subtends 90 degrees at vertex, T1, T2 equal to -4. That is very easy to prove. Slope of OP into slope of OQ equal to -4. What is the slope? Actually 2 by T. Why? Because 2a T1 minus 0 by a T2 square minus 0, or 2a T1 square. 2a T2 minus 0 by a T2 square minus 0 equal to -1. 2 by T1 into 2 by T2 is -1. So we will get T1 T2 equal to -1. One more formula also I had told before, even before parametric form, but it's okay. Put it in this. Let us see if somebody can answer this. This is a parabola y square equal to 4ax. There is a point here with x coordinate x, I don't know y coordinate. What is this distance to the focus? That's all. For a point on the parabola with x coordinate x, what is the distance to focus?
X only.
No.
X plus
Plus
A.
A, sir.
X plus A. How you found it is X plus A?
That line means
Sir,
direct X is equal to
Sir.
y minus.
Yes, that's good. Yes. Anybody want to say anything else?
sir,
Yeah.
sir, distance between x comma 4ax to a is root over x minus a whole square plus 4a, no, sir. Root
It's
over
not
x
X.
plus a whole square.
It is not X comma 4X. X comma root 4X. You are right. Y coordinate is root 4X. Okay.
Why it is root 4ax?
Y square is
Yes,
4X.
sir, understood, sir, understood.
Okay. So this is a very important formula. We use it quite frequently. Distance, focal distance of any point is x coordinate plus c, and in parametric form it will be x a plus at square. So this x comma something, and okay. So after 9th point only, you are writing all these things, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I would have told before. Sorry, I was little distracted, not focused. Okay. If this is x, which is same as at square comma 280. Okay. So and I'll call this point P. SP is equal to x plus a or a plus at square. Okay. How to prove? Method 1. For point P, y coordinate. Okay. Ordinate of point P is equal to plus or minus root 4ax because y square equal to 4x. So now if you directly find SP distance, be root over x minus a whole square root 4ax with a plus or minus 0 whole square. That is a minus b whole square plus 4ab is a plus b whole square. So you'll get x plus a whole square. And at x plus a, I prefer to write mod x plus a because even when a is negative, even when x coordinate is negative, this formula takes care of that. So mod x plus a I want to write. But better than this is, you know, the parabola very definition is SP equal to PM, na? But this is not y-axis. This is x plus a equal to 0. So directly, if you can even see here, if you draw the figure here, unless I'll call this L. This length is obviously a, and this length is obviously x. X means distance to y-axis. This is y-axis. I'll call this point as L. Okay, so you can also write SP is equal to SL plus LM. Yeah, sorry, SP equal to PM, and PM is PL plus LM. From here to here it is X, and from here to here it is A. Okay, is the figure clear? If it's not visible, I can draw bigger figure if somebody wants or if any doubt. Okay, so focal distance of any point is x coordinate plus a or a plus at square, which is same. I would have covered this point before, so I have to give names like this. Okay, 6C. Let's say there is a parabola and we have a focal chord P 81 square comma 280, or let me simply write P is 80 square comma 280. So this is Q and this is S. Now if PQ is a focal chord comma P is 80 square comma 280, then 2 points. Point Q is A by T square comma minus 2A by T. How did we get this?
T1
If, yeah, yes, you are right. Q is equal to, if I take it as 82 square comma 282, then we know T1, T2 equal to minus 1. T2 equal to minus 1 by T1. Sometime back only we proved that if this is T1, this is T2. If the ends of focal chord T1, T2 is minus 1. So based on that, T2, but T1 is T only, so minus 1 by T. And put it back in 82 square comma 282, will get this. Next, SP distance alone, just now we discussed, it is x coordinate plus A. And PQ distance alone, sorry, SQ distance alone is A by T square plus A, or A plus A by T square. A by T square plus A. Now PQ distance, I can directly apply distance formula, or I can add SP plus SQ. That is A plus AT square plus A by T square plus A, which is, maybe I'll write it and then give explanation a little better. PQ is A into T plus 1 by T whole square.
Yes, sir.
So the focal chord through P is this. This is the formula for length. Okay, down below I'm erasing this whole thing. Is it okay, everybody? Anushka, you are there in the class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you absent in between for a few days or something?
Yes, sir, I was absent.
Okay.
Just one day.
All right. Okay, so there are two ways to prove this. Method 1, PQ is equal to SP plus SQ. One is A plus AT square, one is A plus A by T square. That is, if you take A common, T square plus 2 plus 1 by T square, which is T plus 1 by T whole square. Other direct distance form, if somebody wants, root over AT square minus A by T square whole square plus 2AT plus 2A by T whole square. A square into T minus 1 by T whole square into T plus 1 by T whole square plus 4A square into T plus 1 by T whole square. You can take common A and T plus 1 by 2 squares. We'll be left with T minus 1 by T whole square plus 4. It is like A minus B whole square plus 4AB. That also will become perfect square now. So we'll get A into T plus 1 by T. Again another T plus 1 by T. That's how we'll get A into T plus 1 by T whole square. Priyarsha, what were your yesterday's maths notes? I've seen in a classless app, I forgot.
Sir, 87.
Okay, good. Nitin, how many marks you got?
90 on.
Okay, good. Okay, we discussed something about tangent equation and all. We'll come back to that. So what I discussed basically is at square comma 280 is a general point on the parabola. At that point, what is the slope of the chord joining T1 and T2? What are the conditions for them to be ends of focal chord? Then focal distance of a point. If you know one end of the focal chord, what is the other end of the focal chord? Okay, this is done.
So don't tell us method 2.
Okay. So this is fourth point. Now fifth point, 1 by SP plus 1 by SQ is equal to 1 by A. That is 2 by 2A. That is 2 by semi-lattice vector. We can also say SP, SL and SQ are in harmonic progression. This is actually for all conic sections. How to prove this? SP is A plus AT square. SQ is A plus A by T square. This is A plus AT square. This is T square by AT square plus A, which is 1 plus T square by A plus AT square, which is 1 by A. Here SL means semi-lattice vector. If there is a parabola, this is end of lattice sectum and this is a focal chord. So this is B, this is L, this is Q, this is S. So basically, sum of the reciprocals of this part of the focal chord, this part of the focal chord is constant. That's what we prove. And their harmonic mean is semi-lattice sectum. Okay, so far everything is fine, right? Down to down for take an erase.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 6F. Length of focal chord with inclination theta. Is so okay. There is a parabola y equal to 4x. There is a focal chord. This angle is theta. This is a comma 0. Let us see. Somebody can tell me the answer. Answer should be in terms of a and theta. Parabola is y square equal to 4x. There is a chord passing to a comma 0 with inclination theta. What is the tell?
So the answer should be in terms of
A and theta.
Sir, 4a sin theta?
See, is it sine square or something?
Sir,
Yes, please.
2a cosecant theta.
4a cosecant theta. Is it cosecant theta or cosecant square theta?
Sir, 4a cosecant square theta, sir.
Yes, correct. 4a cosecant square theta. Yes, Suraj, you want to tell how?
Yes,
Anybody?
sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, first we will find the slope. Then after that, we will get the answer in terms of t, sir. I took it
Yes.
as t. Yes, sir.
Yes, you are right. We can find a connection between t and that theta.
Yes.
That's good. Okay. Answer is 4a cosecant square theta. Okay, we'll see two methods. Method 1, we'll take one end as p80 square comma 280. This is what is slope of SP? One way it is tan theta, another is 280 minus 0 by 80 square minus a. I'll take reciprocal of this. This will become cot theta. This will become t square minus 1 by t. I'll bring this t here. 2 cot theta is equal to t minus 1 by t. So leave it. I know already PQ formula is A into T plus 1 by T whole square. I'm going to write this as T minus 1 by T whole square plus 4. A plus B whole square, I can write A minus B whole square plus 4A. What is T minus 1 by T? Just now I got 2 cot theta. So 2 cot theta whole square plus 4. You can take 4 common. It is cot square theta plus 1. 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. So you will get 4A cosecant square theta. You can see one more thing. When theta is 90 degrees, what will happen to 4A cosecant square theta?
Yeah.
4A. Okay.
4S.
When theta is 90 degrees, this focal chord will become lattice rectum, na?
Yes, sir.
And it should be 4A should come. Okay. And you can also see when theta is from 90 slowly decreasing to 0, our focal chord is becoming really long. And when it is a very flat one, practically tending to infinity. You can see when theta tends to 0, sin theta will be tending to 0, its reciprocal cosecant square theta will be tending to infinity. I want to discuss another method for this. Namrata, is the method 1 clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Lakshmi, is it clear, method 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Method 2, I want to use parametric form. This point is A comma 0. This angle is theta. If I take this as R, P and Q, both will be in the form of A plus R cos theta, comma 0 plus R sin theta. X1 plus R cos theta, Y1 plus R sin theta. That is the general point on this line. So if I take R as SP, I will get this point. And then one will get this point. So A plus R cos theta, comma 0 plus R sin theta is the general point on line PQ. It need not be here or here. It can be here, it can be here, it can be here, it can be anywhere. Okay. But if you try to substitute this point in the parabola and it satisfies, it has to be P and Q. For points P and Q, what happens? R sin theta whole square is equal to 4A into A plus R cos theta. If I take this as P and Q, they should satisfy the parabola y square equal to 4AX. Okay. So now when I expand, I'll get a quadratic equation. R square sin square theta minus R into 4A cos theta minus 4A square equal to 0. Okay, so you take any point on this, from this at a distance R, it will be in the form of A plus R cos theta, 0 plus R sin theta. I got a point that I substitute in the parabola. I got a quadratic equation. I'll get 2 roots. Can you tell me what are the 2 roots of this will be? For R, is a quadratic equation in terms of R, I'll get 2 roots, what they will be. Anybody?
Q and P. QS and
SP length is 1 root, right?
Yes, sir.
Another root will be,
SQ.
if you see product of the roots is coming negative. Anybody want to comment why it's coming negative here?
Sir, because we are going our units upwards and our
Yes, exactly. So actually I can put plus or minus here. I can put minus here, or plus here, plus here. If this is 7 units and this is 3 units, if you put plus 7, you'll get that point. If you get minus 3 only, you'll get this point, not plus 3. If you put plus 3, you'll get a point here at a distance of 3. So the roots of this are not just SP and SQ, SP and minus SQ, because they're coming downward here. All right. So roots of this equation are R equal to SP and R equal to minus SQ. If you put R equal to SP here, you'll get that point. R equal to minus SQ, you'll get this point. Is it okay? Because if you think it is plus, you will think some of the roots will be the PQ length, SP plus SQ for this, but sorry. Difference of the roots will be the answer actually. Okay, this method 1, anybody still need to copy? I want to erase it. Does anybody need more time?
No, sir.
Okay. So if I want PQ length, which is SP plus SQ, which is SP minus SQ, which is equal to difference of roots. I'll take R1 and R2. The difference of which is mod R1 minus R2, which is root over R1 plus R2 whole square minus 4R1 R2. Sum of the roots 4a cos theta by sin square theta whole square. Product of the roots is minus 4a square by sin square theta. If I take LCM sin power 4 theta, this is 16a square cos square theta plus 16a square sin square theta. Cos square plus sin square is 1. That will be 16a square by sin power 4 theta, which is 4a by sin square theta and 4a cosecant square theta. Maybe first method is simple, but at least if you know that a question can be done like this, you can use this concept in some other question. Okay. Please turn on your video so anyway time is almost there. I'll take another 10 minutes. Okay, just to cover a few points. I'm not delaying the class. I started also class a bit late. Sarnashri, you're clear why roots are SP and minus SQ? Okay, Sachin, everything is clear in this method too? Okay. Can I erase this now? All right. Maybe I just game this for what I discussed 6F for this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is also a question. I don't think it's a formula, but anyway, we discussed so far. So let me ask the simple question. This perpendicular distance from the vertex is d. Okay. And this is a focal chord P, Q, S, and this is y square equal to 4a. All right. I want to know what is the PQ length in terms of A and D. If perpendicular distance from vertex to focal chord is D, its length is length of focal chord is okay. Anybody want to tell what is the answer in terms of A and D? You can use the just now we learned two formulas for PQ. One is A into T plus 1 by T whole square, another is 4A cosecant square theta. You can use any one of them and derive this formula.
Sir, is it 4a cube by r square?
Yes, correct. 4A cube by D square.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Have you done?
Sir, I just found the sine theta, sir, because like in the small triangle, their opposite by hypotenuse is r by a. D
Yes,
by a.
yes, correct. Because this is A, you're right. So method 1, sine theta in that small triangle you can call, let us say, OSN. Sine theta equal to D by A in triangle OSN. Now simply PQ length is 4A cosecant square theta, and that is sine theta is D by A, so this is A by D. That's it, 4A cube by D square. Method 2, if this is 80 square comma 280 and this is A comma 0, let me tell you what is the equation of PQ. What is the slope? 2t by t square minus 1. So 2tx minus t square minus 1 into 1. And if I put A comma 0, it is 280. Okay. So now this D is equal to perpendicular distance from origin. which is 2at by root over 2t whole square plus t square minus 1 whole square. A minus b whole square plus 4ab is a plus b whole square. So that is going to be 2at by t square plus 1. Now this is actually, if you take the reciprocal, you're getting t plus 1 by t. So bring this one here, d that side, you will get t square plus 1 by t is 2a by t, which is t plus 1 by t is equal to 2a by t. And pq is equal to a into t plus 1 by t whole square. T plus 1 by t is 2a by t whole square, which is 4a cube by d. Okay. So the previous one and this question, this one I may say questions. I don't say they are theory, but I think they are connected. So I leave it. So I discussed it. The method one is very easy. We got just like that. But for that, you should have already known 4a cosecant square theta. Or you can do method two. Is it okay, everybody? Samskriti Raut, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Anybody related to you joined in the new junior SB?
Sir, I have no idea.
Okay. There is one name, Nishit Kumar Raut. I thought by any chance do you know him? Anyway, many people can have same surname. Okay, so anyway, I thought two things. IP first exercise definitely you have to complete by tomorrow, everybody. Mains I thought I'll do odd numbers, but no, a lot of theory is there to be discussed. So mains also you have to do it slowly. After finishing IP, do at least after finishing IP first exercise, you can do mains some questions at least. Okay, so I'll just continue a lot of theory only tomorrow, and then some more questions. Thank you very much. You can leave if you completed what is there on the board.